ABCD International family and Bhaber International Publications for giving me an opportunity for being one of the speakers this Speakathon. I am Devesh Mohan. I am a sales and alliance leader as well as I am a leadership coach. And today, build a sales success mindset. That's the topic on which I'm going to talk about. So imagine you have to go for an important meeting within an hour and fear starts gripping you. Fear creates a negative mindset which makes you worry about the failure and what you can forget in terms of not even asking the right questions to the customer. So has that happened to you? In fact, I have faced and have grappled with the same many times in early part of my sales career. I remember vividly that I was given an opportunity of my first sales assignment in 1999, where I had to do a dealer satisfaction survey in the Eastern UP. So I was super excited. I was super excited because I can create my own sales muscle. And also that would have been my first stipend. So as I moved forward and I approached Gorakhpur, the fear started gripping me, and it was all about that whether I would be able to ask right questions to the dealers. Will they provide me right information? Would they be responding in a right manner? If I failed to explain the importance of the survey, and what would happen if I failed to get right responses. So all this was grappling in my mind, and with that nervousness and anxiousness, I went into that survey exercise. And while I had that negative mindset, it was obvious that instead of building my sales muscle on that trip, I returned feeling dejected because I forgot to ask many of the right questions so that I could have got a better survey from these dealers. So that's something which I have recently written in my book also, which is Build Your Sales Build Your Sales Muscle, where I have talked about that how you can really overcome the 3F syndrome with the antidote of 3C. And that's something which I would like to talk about here, is that there are 3F syndrome which is there, which is of fear, failure, and forgetfulness. Fear is all about when the salespeople are constantly pushed outside their comfort zone to make cold calls, to meet with new people, they have to negotiate, and all these uncertainties can create fear in the mind of the salespeople. The second F is all about failure, which is nothing but rejection in sales terms. We have a formula which we call it as 10:3:1, which is all about that if you connect with 10 contacts, you would possibly have 3 potential prospects and 1 will be converted to sale. And this sales conversion ratio itself makes you feel so rejected. It's just 1 success out of 10, right? So there are so many rejections. Forgetfulness, that's the third part. You get constantly trained on new products, new features within those products. You constantly improvise on your sales pitches. But if you don't apply them and create a practice loop, you will forget. So when we forget, we lose the valuable opportunity to grow. So definitely as a salesperson, we need to develop a sales success mindset, and which happens with the antidote of 3C. And that 3C antidote is gaining the courage to commit. The second is develop consistency to cultivate a positive habit. And the third is harness the power of communities. So number 1, salesperson needs to be courageous to commit to oneself and push themselves constantly out of the comfort zone. They need to believe in their ability and back themselves with constant learning and training. The second, which is to overcome the fear of rejection, one needs to cultivate the habit of consistency. As Thomas Watson Jr. has said, if you want to increase your success rate, double your failure rate. And the third F, which is forget, the best way is to create or be part of community. Being part of like-minded community gives the individual the opportunity to stay accountable and learn from others to grow at a much accelerated pace. So that's what is all about in terms of that how you can really overcome the 3F syndrome with an antidote of 3C. And that's something which I would like to also share, that my book, which is Build Your Sales Muscle, is being published by Bhabur International Publication and would be soon launched on 27th of November. So looking forward for you to purchase this book and give your comments. And in the meantime, build your success sale mindset by tying your shoes and running towards your goal. Thank you so much.